Hey guys, so it's been a little while since I did anything like this, and we're trying some different content today. So, hi, first of all, and today we're doing some other tanks content, and I've chosen this replay in particular for a couple of reasons. We're playing the Super Hellcat. Now, I've chosen this tank because in the Reddit that I'm in for this game, easier to find if you just search World of Tanks on Reddit, you'll find it. I had a lot of people saying that it was very weird that in my first game of this, I got the Mastery Badge. And I think that's a weird statement, because in my opinion, this is a really good tank. And I see a lot of people who say they don't like it very much for a variety of reasons. And I'm not saying you don't have bad games in it, because I'll show you at the end, there's definitely been games where I just get nailed by artillery, 2 shots and I'm dead, or even worse, 1 shot in some cases. And I'll show you some clips of that at the end, hopefully. Or some bloopers at the beginning, who knows. But what I wanted to talk about, I want to show this game, and I wanted to kind of explain what I'm doing, why I enjoy the tank, and who knows, maybe you guys agree. We're going to try and put a shot in there. It looks like we do some damage, but we actually end up missing, which is a bit of a shame, but it's fine. Sometimes you got to take them chances. And I'm going to quickly say what I think about this tank. So, first off, it is a punishing tank. You can see here, we have no armor. We get spotted for even a fraction of a second, and there's the artillery trying to home in on us, take us out, right? But it's a very rewarding tank if you play it correctly. It dishes out a lot of damage, and honestly, it's a scary tank if you can't see where you're being shot from. But that is definitely what I'd say, is this tank will punish you for your mistakes. Every single time, no matter who you are or how good of a player you think you are. This tank will punish you. Some other tanks are much more forgiving. But this one isn't. And that's why, in my opinion, you got to play this very conservatively. So what we've done, we've set ourselves up on the hill. We're going to try and play the cap circle. Not that we actually end up needing to. Our team do tend to, hold this down pretty well. But we're going to play very conservatively. You can see we're sat quite far behind the bushes. We're going to just play off what gets spotted. Try and get some shots in here. And support best that we can. But that's definitely what I'd say, is if you play this tank aggressively, like you can play some of the others, like the actual Hellcat can actually be played surprisingly aggressively. But this tank can't. So you can see we're sat back here, we're going to play very conservative, try and get some pot shots in on people, just to best support the medium tanks and heavy tanks that have gone to the cap circle. And our biggest fear here, especially in the position we're playing, is being spotted. And I think we leave this Black Prince alone here, because it's not worth dropping another shot into him for, 6 HP. And that's the other thing, at tier 7, doing 200 damage a shot is incredibly scary. And I will give it to this tank that once you get into a position like this, and you can drop, 2,000 damage, 250 damage every 7 seconds, right? So you're amounted to, what is that, 7, 14, 21... A lot. I'm not doing the maths, but it's something like 2,500 every, a while. It's scary. Every 70 seconds, yeah, you could be doing 2,500 damage. Now, I'd say this actually isn't that good of a game. This is a pretty average game. I think we dish out maybe 2,500 to 3,000 damage. But it is only a 5-minute game, so dishing out that much damage, that quickly, it's a very strong tank. And you can see here, we try and shoot the Skoda T25 here through a solid brick wall, and it doesn't work out too good for us. I was a little bit tunnel visioned here, and I actually ended up zooming out and realizing, and taking a second here to realize, oh, we've killed 10 of them. And I've noticed that a lot recently, is that teams are getting steamrolled. There's often no kind of contest. It's either one team completely dominates, or the other team completely dominates you. And it's a little bit unfortunate. I wish maybe the balancing's a bit off. I don't know. We try and get a pot shot in on the Tiger, don't quite get it. And actually, this is what I'm on about here. You can see I get a little bit aggressive, and I get punished for it very, very quickly. More than 600 damage done there in, less than maybe like 15-20 seconds. So had I played this correctly, I should have been sat here just behind this building, tried to get a couple shots in. But my aggression, without a doubt, was the biggest factor here. And regardless of how well I played, in the early parts of the game, I could have been wiped out there, and that would have been my game over. So I should have sat behind maybe the STRV, let him spot for me, or maybe the Type 64. But there we go, lesson learned. I'm not the best player, I'm pretty average, so I make mistakes too. But I just wanted to talk about this tank, because I think it's such a fun tank, and it's a free premium tank. You know, so it can make you a lot of money for what it is, especially because it's free. You can see we just try and take a random shot in, miss it. But that's this tank, guys. I hope you kind of enjoyed. I want to talk more about these. I personally love this tank, and I think it's a lot of fun to play, and I hope you guys maybe give it a second chance if you've already dismissed it as being a bad tank. Because I think you guys might enjoy it as much as I do, because this is my go-to premium. But yeah, I kind of wanted to just talk about this a little bit, because like I say, I've seen a lot of people hating on it recently, so yeah, I'd give it a second chance. But I hope you enjoyed, guys. I'm going to try and make more videos like this, because I really enjoyed making this one, even if it was a bit of a pain in the ass for me to set up, because I've had some OBS issues, but that is what it is. And yeah, I'm going to hopefully post this and see what people think. If you want more of this, let me know in the comments below. I stream this over at Twitch regularly, so you can also find me there. I'll leave a link in the description. But anyway, guys, I hope you have a nice night. I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.